the undisputed UFC lightweight champion and one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Islam Makhachev. You trained alongside this man for years. He has every skill in the book. And the X factor tonight is that his brothers.
Yeah, that's one of his brothers, is what they call him. Islam Makhachev, though, is the guy that really does strike fear in so many lightweights' minds. He's a guy that possesses wrestling ability. He's a guy that possesses striking ability. The grappling is second to none. And just his size and physicality is so difficult to deal with. He is a tremendous fighter, and he will be pushed even more forward with the presence of his good friend, Hasbulla.
You do wonder, though, if the opposing corner is a little bit intimidated given Hasbulla's presence in the Makhachev corner. Islam Makhachev. He is ready to go. That means so are we for our main event of the evening. Our tail of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ilia Topuria. And now he's the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the Octagon tonight. All right, here he is, one of the best featherweights in the world, Ilia Topuria, ready to go for round one. He has been a methodical fighter every step of the way in the UFC. He talked to us about establishing his jab early, be opportunistic with my takedown attempts. He's going to have the upper hand in most skills against most featherweights in the division. So it's about fighting on instinct, being reactionary, and pursuing a finish to make sure that the promotion feels like he's the next guy in line to fight for the featherweight title. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Oh, strike lands cleanly there, champ. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that is a good attempt as he gets the fight back to the mat. It's ideal. His ideal situation just happened. He got it on the shot, didn't have to put too much effort to finish. Great job. Topuria gets up. He is back on the feet here. Gets to the single collar tie. Fast pace here in the early going. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, he separates from the clinch. And a miss with the right hook. Heavy body kick lands. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Ilia Topuria. 3 minutes. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here. Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Good work, guys. Come on.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Haley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position. Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Topuria. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Big ground and pound.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Take a deep breath. Nice job out there. He's exhausted. Your ground control is unstoppable. Whatever you want to do down there, you can do.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end. As we look back at some of the action, what a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Here we are, early round two. My clock is burning here in our next round. He was so strong on the ground in that previous round that he was able to control the top half and then get those knees to the body.
Oh, that was crazy to watch. I mean, it's insane to see a guy that can be so physical, that he's able to get you exhausted to the point that you're on your hands and knees. He's got a front headlock and he's just kneeing you in your body. It's unreal to see that you cannot even defend yourself to a position that is not very common in mixed martial arts. But this guy has that ability, though, to wear on you so terribly that you give up things that aren't supposed to really be there.
Now a takedown attempt. It is not there, and not a ton behind it. Single collar tie there. Straight to the body there by Islam Makhachev.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard.
Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Topuria's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2. Topuria's in half guard now. Ground and pound strike there now. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do you do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Well, that strike landed cleanly. Both fighters throwing heat now. Stuffed the takedown, no problem. All right, different round, but same approach out of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm not sure if there was an injury, but his ground game is so strong, he hasn't made any effort to take the fight there.
I don't understand when you possess that skill, when you're so good on the ground, he's so strong in positions, he does such a great job of finding submissions. I don't know why he wouldn't spin the vast majority of the fight there. Tonight he is fighting a very confusing style of fight, and I just don't get it. He's got to be careful here.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Makhachev's all sorts of bruised up on his body. That is going to hurt something fierce tomorrow.
Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Oh, big shots from the top. Well, you got to think he's happy with this performance here tonight. Essentially, just the way he drew it up, it's been a striking fight.
It's like a fairy tale. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and his opponent isn't doing much to try and deter him and really mess with the game plan.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping him full guard.
Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good. Makhachev's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those operators from his opponent. Oh, you gotta like that as a two-time United States Olympian as he goes to the ankle pick to get the takedown.
I mean, it speaks to the wrestling acumen. Just the ability to find any takedown available. What a beautiful ankle pick.
Nice. Nicely done. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round 2. 20 seconds to go round 2. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. There's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot because the reality is when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. The left punch is true, now the right hand. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. And now he's got the back. All right, working inside the closed guard now.
Good job being a threat off your back and not allowing your opponent to get comfortable.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Topuria gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Wow.
He's in a lot of trouble. Oh.
Lands a nice one, too. good block there. Going out of the body with that hook. Well done there by Topuria. Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Tremendous toughness as he eats yet another body shot. This feels pretty critical at this point in time. I wonder if the corner's thinking about getting involved.
Somebody needs to. Somebody needs to get in there and stop this fight. This fight is over. Your fighter has been beaten. He's not going to win. Now it's about long-term damage. How do you avoid and allow for this guy to continue forward after this fight? Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. Makhachev's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied.
Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position. Trying to recover full guard there.
It's work. Come on, I'll stand you up. It's work.
And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Topuria gets back up again. Oh, nice defense there with the block.
He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round.
Oh, he didn't like that one.
All right, so a seminal blow earlier in the round. It wasn't a knockdown, but it was certainly a stunner that caught his attention.
Oh, I mean, he got hurt bad. To see him still standing, that goes to the toughness that he has to be still standing after taking such a damaging shot.
Posture's up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. Makhachev's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Topuria gets back up again. Nicely done. Well, he's got good hands, but the kicks are leading the dance for him tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
Lands a big elbow there. Oh, huge left. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook a little.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Makhachev's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. Well, it's not due to a lack of effort. He continues to throw, but this is like double-A striking. This is not high level.
Yeah, you can't be missing. It takes so much energy to just throw a strike, but to be whiffing like this, it only exhausts you. Because every moment he's trying to throw to knock the opponent out, but you're just catching air. It doesn't feel good. It's also embarrassing.
Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. Makhachev swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage.
Good knee.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did the damage. He was the one that landed the shot that opened up that cut. Now he's got to make his opponent pay for it. He was a bit lax in defense, and now he's got that massive cut on the bridge of his nose.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round of fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Makhachev's cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. He'll have to wait for the break between rounds if we get there. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Nice short uppercut in the clinch by Ilia Topuria.
Clinch position. Look for the opponent to try to circle off of the side of the octagon, get back to the center where he can dictate the pace and the pressure.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut.
Oh, picks him up, DC!
He's got him up. Great single leg. Put him down. You are a child. Boy, you belong to me.
Imagine being able to pick up another man and say, you go here, bro. You go here.
I can't. I've done it before. Down, I've done it before.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Topuria gets back up.
Look at the redness on his body, man. On point with that jab today.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Oh, the judo chops on full display. Beautiful hip toss to take him down.
Ronda Rousey did this for a long time, loading people up in these high amplitude throws. This young man is very well versed in this position, and he has a lot of tricks to get you to put yourself exactly where he needs you.
Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is this. Yeah, he's hurt really bad.
I'll stop this. You gotta fight back.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Makhachev's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Oh, man, you gotta credit him for continuing to attack that area, but that cut is getting harder to look at by the minute.
Yeah, it's hard to watch, and, you know, we spoke about this guy and how impressed we were with his fight IQ and how smart he was in his approach. Shows again, he got his opponent hurt, and he has been on that cut the entire time. Great job. Nice transition.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. "90 seconds to go. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Islam Makhachev. Hard ground and pound shot there, and yes, it was hard. Opened it right up. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Both fighters exhausted here. Makhachev's nose is unrecognizable. It is mangled. It is cut open. I think it's probably broken at this point in time. Surgery next week, but now we'll see if mentally, physically, he can stay in this fight. Takedown defense is there. Oh, now going for the takedown.
He went right to the single leg, used the power legs to lift him and slam him to the ground. Punch got blocked there. Nice left hand line.
10 seconds remaining in round 4. Uppercut lands. 20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. All right, back to the stools now, signifying the end of the round. Man, his nose is mangled. It's severely cut up right now. I think the fight could end at any moment. We'll see what the cut man can do here. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Topodia's elbow blocked. Straight right, he misses. Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line. That's how you control the fight. Keep fighting behind the jab.
Islam gets the double leg takedown. Nice job there, disguising his entry.
That was a slick transition.
Topuria gets up. He is back on the feet here.
He got him hurt bad here. Now we're going.
Great takedown defense right now by the champ.
Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Topuria's really taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? They might even call in the ringside for...
Oh, he hurt him again, bro.
Topuria's able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. He passed the half guard.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. All right, so we go down the stretch. He is clearly losing this fight, and at this point, you just abandon position and go for submission.
Holy smokes!
What an absolute freak of a knockout here tonight. That's a 3-check knockout, right? Show money, win money, bonus money.
Absolutely, J.A. There's nothing more exciting than a knockout in sports. You don't see it anywhere but mixed martial arts. This young man will celebrate this deep into the night as he should.
We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Ilia Topuria.
All right, so there he is, the newly minted UFC lightweight champion of the world. It's the word, it's all every pro fighter wants to hear, and he gets to hear those special words tonight.
Every fighter hopes they get that one moment to hear "and new." And then they want to hear "and still." But before anything, you got to hear "and new." And when you hear it, man, it's like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. You know in that moment that nobody will ever take that away from you. That belt goes with you, and it will live with you for the rest of your life.